I know we talked a little bit about conference realignment last week. It looks like there might be some stuff breaking up north of us. It sounds like Crestwood is going to perhaps seek a new home in the Upper Iowa Conference. I've heard New Hampton would probably follow, and with Waverly kind of in limbo, Charles City might go west. What does that leave for Decorah? And
Much.
no, no good options there. My assumption would be that Waukon would probably be welcomed into the Upper Iowa Conference as well. But Decorah probably eventually is going to have to seek relief from the state.
I Darren Svensson, our good friend up in Decorah, just released on Twitter a statement from the school that it really was kind of a nothing burger. It was just, well, with all the talk about other schools maybe leaving, we're discussing our options. Obviously, we are limited by geography as to what we can do and where we can go, and we'll continue to monitor the situation. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
mean, there isn't much that we've talked about this off air. What do you do with them? It is just a case strictly with Decorah of geography because they
yeah,
are unfortunately a ways away from just about any other enrollment fit
yeah,
conference wide, whether it be
yeah.
the WAMAC, whatever.
Yeah, they'd be a great fit for the WAMAC if they were 50 miles south of where they are.
Yeah.
Because I think their closest opponents would be Indy and West Delaware at about an hour away. Um, how far is it from Decorah to Grinnell?
Yeah, we talked about that the other day, 3 hours.
Yeah,
To
at least.
from
Um,
even from Marion, it's what is it from Cedar Rapids up there? It's at least a couple
is
hours.
is it two? Yeah. Um, what probably would happen would be if this goes down, Decorah would probably get sent to the Upper Iowa as well, and they'd have to have a small school, large school, and the large school would basically be the schools that are in the Northeast Iowa now, plus maybe like North Fayette Valley and maybe MFL or something like that.
Sure. And they used to
Um,
have a big school, small school division, right? In the Upper
yeah,
Iowa.
that was when Starmont and Edco were in there too. It was a bigger league. I think there were 12 schools in there then, maybe. Were there
Yeah.
12, 10 or 12?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I still think the best solution is instead of dissolving is for the Northeast Iowa Conference to expand. Bring in North Fayette Valley, bring in Osage, maybe bring Olwine back, maybe Sumner Fred. Um, I think that's the best solution I threw out there. Maybe those five schools that are still in the Northeast Iowa need to be a new division in the North Iowa Cedar League. I don't know. So
Yeah, that'd be four divisions in the North
yeah,
Iowa
it'd be
City.
four divisions of five. They could bring in North Fayette Valley too. You could have three divisions of seven. I don't know. And then if you do that, why not just have separate conferences?
Well,
So
the state,
it's
somebody's got to step in state-wise, I think, and whether it be both the association and the union,
yeah,
maybe to try and mediate this and
yeah,
talk to a lot of schools and say, all right, what something's got to give here. Can you help?
yeah.
And of course, you can't make anybody do
No.
anything, I would think. So,
Well, you can. Yes, you can. The association, the union can say this is the way it's going to be, and this is the way it's going to be for 10 years. That's kind of what happened with the when the which was the birth of the River Valley Conference and the expansion of the Tri Rivers about 15 years ago,
okay.
when the Big East dissolved, and they basically sent some of those schools to the River Valley and some to the Tri Rivers.
And it's worked out fine, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, I think so. There's some travel. The River Valley has kind of evolved a little bit in that those two divisions have kind of separated a little bit, and they kind of run as in some sports they kind of run as two different conferences.
Sure.
But yeah, I think it's worked out really well. Especially, I think some of those schools in the Tri Rivers have been a good fit, and yeah. But I think eventually that's what's going to happen up north.
Yeah, and something's got to happen sooner than later. So,
Yeah, and then the $1 million question continues to be, what do you do with Waverly?
yeah. And again, that's a fit geographically for the WAMAC. The
Yeah,
WAMAC doesn't want them.
no, it was 11-0 last time they voted.
Yeah, that's pretty definitive as far as
Yeah,
vote. We talked the alliance. I don't know how if that works. I suppose
yeah,
it. So, yeah, a lot of questions out there.
yeah. I guess I don't understand is I understand why the WAMAC doesn't want them. I don't understand quite as much why the MVC is so against it. They'd have a natural rival in Waterloo West. They'd have a natural rival in Cedar Falls. Um, I don't know. I think they'd be competitive
They wouldn't be the
unless
smallest school, or would they?
no, no, they'd
That'd be
they'd
Waller.
be about like Western Dubuque
Sure.
or Liberty. They'd be bigger than the parochial schools. Um, I think they'd be competitive. Maybe unless the MVC is just saying, "Hey, we're holding a spot for Clear Creek Amana."
Yeah. Which you would think they would be.
Yeah,
So they'd have to go from, if you invite Waverly and then Clear Creek becomes a thing, then you'd have 17 and you'd have a scheduling conundrum, I guess.
yeah, yeah. And I don't know. A lot of balls in the air, and I sure don't have the solutions. And I wish I did.
They should consult us. We should be consultants in this thing. Get paid big money.
Oh, that'd be
No?
nice. Be a conference commissioner. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.